Anh chị và các bạn ngày hôm nay đã tham gia buổi hội thảo, buổi webinar với Đại học DCU và SmartA. Buổi webinar này có một chút đặc biệt bởi vì là trong cái lần hẹn lần trước về webinar thì do có một số cái trục trặc về mặt kỹ thuật từ phía anh Abi, do anh có bị trễ chuyến bay. Và trễ chuyến bay thì diễn ra ở khắp mọi nơi, thế cho nên là anh đã không thể tham dự được cái buổi webinar lần trước và đã phải hoãn đến ngày hôm nay. Và xin cảm ơn các anh chị và các bạn đã rất là nhẫn nại chờ đợi Đại học Dublin City University và SmartA để tham dự buổi webinar hôm nay. Ireland là một đất nước vẫn còn một chút mới nhưng không còn quá mới với du học sinh Việt Nam, và hiện nay đang là một trong những điểm đến được rất nhiều du học sinh Việt Nam cũng như các vị phụ huynh quan tâm, với rất nhiều lợi thế. Như là ví dụ như là đây là quốc gia duy nhất hiện nay trong Liên minh châu Âu, là quốc gia lớn duy nhất hiện nay trong Liên minh châu Âu dùng tiếng Anh làm ngôn ngữ chính, cũng là được đất nước mà được coi là nền kinh tế có sức cạnh tranh lớn hàng đầu trên thế giới, cũng là đất nước có GDP bình quân đầu người đã mấy năm liền ở đây là luôn đứng trong top 2 của thế giới, là đất nước mà có chỉ số về an bình cũng là nằm trong top 2 thế giới, một quốc gia rất phát triển giàu có, hòn ngọc lục bảo của châu Âu và cũng là thung lũng Silicon của châu Âu. Vì vậy cái việc lựa chọn học tập và phát triển sự nghiệp tại Ireland hiện nay luôn luôn là một trong những cái điểm rất hấp dẫn với cả các bạn học sinh cũng như các vị phụ huynh tại Việt Nam. Và hôm nay SmartA rất vui được giới thiệu với các bạn học sinh cũng như là các vị phụ huynh một điểm để đến đại học cực kỳ tuyệt vời nằm chính giữa thủ đô Dublin của Ireland, đó chính là trường đại học Dublin City University, một trong những trường đại học top đầu của Ireland cũng như là một trong những trường đại học top đầu trên thế giới, một đại học rất trẻ trung, năng động và đem lại những cái trải nghiệm tuyệt vời cho các bạn học sinh. Và đặc biệt là theo QS ranking về xếp hạng về việc làm sau tốt nghiệp thì DCU năm trước đã đứng top 2, top 1 tại Ireland và top 23 trên thế giới về tỷ lệ sinh viên có được ngay việc làm ngay sau khi tốt nghiệp tính trong vòng 6 tháng sau tốt nghiệp. Đây là một tỷ lệ rất rất là cao. Và hôm nay thì SmartA rất vui được giới thiệu anh Abimer ở Đại học Dublin City University sẽ giới thiệu với cả mọi người về chương trình học cũng như là những cơ hội học bổng và phát triển sự nghiệp ở tại DCU. Xin cảm ơn mọi người ạ. Thank you, Abi. Could you please tell us about your university?
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much, yeah, for this opportunity. For me, this is a huge honor to talk to your students from Vietnam. It's my first time delivering a webinar for Vietnam. It's for me, I will keep it with me for the rest of my life in my heart. So thanks so much for the opportunity. So let me ask you, can I just jump into my presentation, or you are asking some questions?
Hey, please, your presentation, please.
Okay, perfect. So I believe that I am able to share this. One sec now. Okay, should be this one. Please just confirm if you can see my screen. Can you see?
Clearly, Abi.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks so much. So guys, today I will talk to you about our university, Dublin City University. This is an university that I am very proud to work with. It's been just a few weeks because I started in June in this year. Before this university, I used to work with another university here in Ireland, and since I start here at DCU, it's been a huge and great experience. I'm very happy to work with DCU. I am not Irish, yeah, despite some friends of mine like tell me that I have like an Irish accent at the moment. I think that the reason being for that is that I have been living in Ireland for 4.5 years now. And the Irish accent is lovely. Some people say that it is one of most charming accents in the world. So if that is true, I'm happy to get the Irish accent. So yeah, this is my name, Abimael Barbosa. So you can tell by name that I am not Irish, I am Brazilian. In fact, I come from Brazil. So I go by Abi. So I think that Abi, it's easier. So even if you are like meeting me in the future here in DCU, or by the end of this presentation with any questions, you can call me Abi if you want. Okay, that's fine. Even for Brazilians, my name is not that common, so that's okay. So I am the regional advisor for Latin America, Southeast Asia. So I'm responsible for introduce DCU and to show up DCU in these regions, right? Um, I am graduate here in Ireland. I did a master's in international relations, and currently I'm working with international higher education. That was my aim at the very beginning of my career, because in Brazil I used to be a teacher. I used to teach Portuguese and literature, right? And I have been working with international student recruitment for the over past 2 years, which has been a great experience. Let's just minimize something here. Let's see. There we go. So I have some experience in education and business. So let's start with the most common question, right? There are so many options around the world, so many destinations that can appeal you to go and get your degree or to live abroad. Why Ireland? Why this little country here? And in fact, this is a very small country. So, for example, you can drive from the bottom of this country to the upside of this country in only 5 years. It takes only 5 years to cross the country from the south to the north. Very small country, only 5 million people living here, right? So why you should choose Ireland is the main question at the beginning of this presentation. And I would say first, it is a welcoming and vibrant country. I can tell you, as an international who have been here for a while, Irish people, they are lovely. They are friendly. They are helpful. Um, they are they have a good and nice humor sense. So they love to get along with each other. So you can tell, like in this presentation, you have like an international speaking to you, someone who works uh, uh, in an international settlement. I come from Brazil. I'm working here, so you can tell by this, based on this, that they are welcoming, because if they are accepting international staff, people from abroad, you can have some sense about how the Irish attitude. They are very welcome with another nationalities. And beyond that, besides that, this country is a base of industry. We have we have so many different companies and industries here in the market, international, multinationals, and various sectors here. And also, we are an English-speaking country. So if you speak English and if you are looking for to study in a country where English is the main language, Ireland is one of the I would say the only option for you now in Europe, since England left uh, Europe few years ago. So this is a very short introduction about Ireland, why you should choose Ireland, and now specifically talking about Dublin, why you should choose Dublin and not other cities such as Cork or Limerick or Galway. The reason being is this slide. So I'm assuming here that as soon that you see these logos on the screen, you can identify many of them straight away. So you can tell, for example, you can see Deloitte, you can see LinkedIn, Pfizer in the pharmaceutical sector. You also have Amazon, Intel, John Johnson, Twitter, Microsoft. We have also Apple, the group Meta as well is here, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and so on. So all these companies that you can see here are based in Dublin. And this is very important for you guys to keep in mind, because there will be well, a very strong connection with the university that I am working with, right? So Ireland is well known as the Green Islands and the island of the fantasies and castles, and that is true. But nowadays, the modern days, Ireland is well known as the Silicon Valley of Europe. So we have the same equivalent as the Silicon Valley in California and America we have here in Ireland, based in Dublin. So keep that in mind, guys. Also, to not forget that you can work part-time up to 20 hours per week. And if you are doing, for example, a undergraduate program here, you can stay post-work, post-study. You can stay up to 1 year working full-time. And if you are doing like a postgraduate degree, you can stay up 2 years in the country working full-time, right? Now, we talked about Ireland, we talked about Dublin, and now within Dublin, in this city, in the inner city, we have DCU, which is the Dublin City University. DCU is Ireland's fastest growing university. We were founded in 1899, 89, sorry, and we are home to 20,000 students. From those 20,000, out of these 20,000 students, we have 10% of international students, so more or less 2,000 international students, which show to you that GCU is international, friendly, welcoming university. So we have students over across 120 countries, different countries. And we also are a multi-campus university. So we have 3 campuses. We have Glasnevin campus, where the majority of the classes are taught. We also have St. Patrick's campus, and we also have the third and the last one, the All Hallows campus, which is the campus where we have the programs related to history, Irish language, and so on. Now, key informations about GCU. We are the first one in Ireland for graduate employment rate, and we are the number 23 globally. We are the first in Ireland when it comes to career development, and within this, 96% of the graduates are employed within 6 months, right? We are part of the top 500 universities globally. When it comes to the youngest universities in the world, up to 50 years, we are figuring between the 60 best ones in the world. And also very interesting is to know that the top earners, I mean, the DCU graduates earn more than any other Irish university. So after 10 years of getting degree, the students who graduate here at DCU are figuring between the top earners in Ireland when it comes to money, wages, salaries, and so on. We offer various services here. So we have, very important to note, we have internships, which means that the majority of our programs, the undergrad programs and also postgraduate programs here in Ireland offer internships, paid internships, which is very important. We we do student orientation, advice, academic support, health and well-being support, and also these 2 career services. We have following up the beginning of the academic year in October, we have career fairs here. So we have all those companies that you saw at the very third slides, showing up those logos and companies. They come to DCU. We organize a kind of career fair, and you can connect with employers from different multinationals and companies. We also help students with CV and interview preparation specifically for the Irish market, which is very important if you are looking for a job here in Ireland. We help students with networking and also with various engagement events here. We do clubs and societies, so from cricket, football, boxing to chess, plus 150 other clubs and societies we have, and this is very important for the students when they are wishing to connect and immerse themselves in the culture the local culture, and also to build a network where in the future they can uh, build educational and professional network. It is very important to start it at the very beginning of their journey and of their study journey here in Ireland. Um, Now let's talk about our programs. We have over 60 undergraduate courses available. And also on top of that, we have over 40 master's courses available. We also offer international foundational year for those students that may need it. We have 4 faculties, so we have engineering, computing, DCU Business School. We have science and health, and also humanities and social sciences. So I will delve deep a little bit and very quick, I promise, into each faculty here or school. We have the School of Engineering and Computing, uh, in where we offer supportive, innovative learning environment and classes. One of the best programs in engineering and computing are here in DCU. So rem remember that I said at the very beginning of this presentation that Dublin in Ireland is the Silicon Valley of Europe with all those companies. So DCU is well known, and maybe I risk to say maybe this is one of the biggest difference, one of the unique assets of DCU, the fact that DCU is well connected with those companies, with those multinational companies. So you can see here at the bottom of my slide that Google, Facebook, Intel, Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon, they are companies who come to DCU to hire, to employ uh, those students who are graduating in engineering and computing here. It is a very straight connection with the market. So for that reason, the top earners in Ireland are TCU graduates. Okay. So the main programs, undergraduate programs here at School of Engineering and Computing is or are Bachelors of Engineering, Bachelors of Science, and BSc in Global Challenges. So you can see here that we have 4 years, the length of these programs, but within those 4 years, we offer 6 month internship. So the students have the opportunity to work with one of those known companies here. We also offer within that school postgraduate programs such as the Masters in Electronic, Computing and Engineering, Computing, Data Protection, and Privacy Law and Computing. For some of those programs, we have not just intake in September, but we also do in January. Now moving to the second school, we have the business school, which is the first one in Ireland, one of the best business school worldwide. DCU Business School has the Triple Crown accredited business school in Ireland, which is one of the most difficult awards that a school can achieve in the world, right? So, and you also can note here at the bottom of my slides that some companies such as Google, I, IBM, eBay, and Goldman Sachs also can eventually hire our students and even offer internships for the students to build their confidence as they conquer the skills, the necessary skills to do um, a good job and a good professional career. The business school is one of the best programs that we have here is BSc in Aviation Management. We also offer digital business innovation, accounting, and finance. So very important to say here is that if you are looking for you from Vietnam, if you are looking for an international career, a great career in business, in the business sector, GCU, with no doubt, is one of the best options that you can have. because our business school is one of the best in the world, right? In Ireland is the first one, and we are well connected with the market and with all those companies that I showed before. Now, science and health. This is the third last one. Um, it is a great school who teaches students about like medicine, nursery, and so on. And it's important to say this is a fact that HSE, which is a kind of the Minister for Health here in Ireland, is one of the biggest employers of our graduates in Ireland. Just to mention a few good and great programs here at DCU Science and Health School is Chemical and Pharmaceutical Sciences, Biotechnology, Physics with Biomedical Sciences, and also Financial Mathematics and Psychology, right? And now the last school that I would like to highlight and to show you is Humanities and Social Sciences. So is one of the DCU's largest faculty. It is recognized for our excellent courses in innovative teaching methods. No matter which course you choose, you graduate with a deep knowledge of subject. So important to say is that the Humanities and Social Sciences School here at DCU is the first in Ireland for communications and media studies. So if you are considering to have a professional career within the communications sector, the best school for that in Ireland is here at DCU, and also the first one in Ireland for linguistics. So for those ones that are that are thinking about a career in linguistics, your best bet is GCU. So just mentioning a few great programs that we have here in humanities and social sciences are journalism, multimedia, international relations, civil law, and climate and environment sustainability, which is getting more and more prominent in the current world scenario. So DCU is, when it comes to the city of Dublin in Ireland, is we have a very competitive fees. The range of fees go from 16,000 per year up to 25,000 per year. And the students have the option to pay the fees in two installments, being 60% before the start of the first semester and 40% sometime in January. We also do some scholarships. So we have merit scholarships. International students can have 2,000 euro merit scholarships, of course, based on their merit, scholar merit. We do also humanities and social sciences bursary up to 2,000 euro. Students who are seeking degrees in engineering, computing, international scholarship can have up to 400,000 euro of reduction. Very important to mention also, for those ones that are seeking a postgraduate programs, we have the Irish government scholarship, which is a tremendous scholarship, very good. It pays and covers all the tuition fees and also offer to the students a stipend up to 10,000 euro. So here a few info about our entry requirements. So for postgraduate programs, we required at least or a minimum of 2.2 results or equivalent. And when it comes to undergraduate, we accept the GCE A levels or the IB diploma that might be considered for direct entry. For those ones that cannot offer a certain diploma, we do a foundational year, which are provided within DCU. Our provider for the foundational year is DCU International Academy, which is here at the International Building in DCU, so the students will have access to all the services here in the university, and also starting to get immersed in the life of the university as well, which is very important. So for the undergraduate entry requirements, we do A levels. So you can see here at the screen on the screen that we have a certain grades required grades for those ones who do A levels. When it comes to English requirements, we accept the regular and most famous uh, exams provided in the world today. So we have IELTS. The overall score is 6.5 or above, and we also do TOEFL. The total score is 92, and the Duolingo we do Duolingo is cheaper than the other ones. It is easier in terms of booking the exam. You can do it in your house, and the outcomes of the exam can, if I'm not mistaken, take up to 48 hours after the completion of the exam, right? Um, Now, some important information, but this is with Miss Ya, the best person that you can talk to in order to apply to DCU, and also to help you with your um, application. I think that from my side it is everything, but yeah, very important. I was almost forgetting it, and this is one of the greatest and significant benefits that you can find studying in DCU. We offer on-site accommodations. So we have accommodations within our campus, various buildings offering dorms for students. The average of our accommodations is about 6,700 per year, which is very competitive. I live here in Dublin, and I can tell you this is a very competitive price that you can pay for an accommodation. And here in GCU, we have 2,000 accommodations. Um, on those 2,000, out of those 2,000, we have 500 accommodations only exclusively for international students. So based on those 500 accommodations, you are not competing against Irish or Europeans. It's only for uh, international students. So from my side, this is pretty much everything. Um, Sorry if I was too fast. Let me just stop share my screen here. I hope that you could catch up with my half Brazilian, half Irish accent here.
Thank you very much, Abby. Yeah,
My pleasure.
for your detailed presentation. Um, Cảm ơn các anh chị và các bạn đã lắng nghe cái bài trình bày tương đối là ngắn gọn của anh Abi về trường DCU. Thực ra để nói về DCU thì chắc nói 3 ngày 3 đêm không hết, bởi vì là có rất nhiều chương trình hay của DCU, cũng như là những thành tích mà trường đạt được trong một cái thời gian mà so với những trường đại học khác ở Ireland trải qua hàng trăm năm tuổi, thì DCU là một trường học đại học trẻ nhưng mà họ vươn lên rất là nhanh. Và trường đại học DCU cũng là trường đại học mà dẫn top 3 ở tại Ireland với rất nhiều ngành mà học sinh quan tâm, ví dụ như là kinh tế và tài chính thì DCU cũng nằm trong khoảng top 3 Ireland và top 250 thế giới, hoặc là ngành công nghệ thông tin cũng là top 3 ở Ireland đó. Thế thì đó là những cái ngành mà du học sinh quốc tế, đặc biệt du học sinh Việt Nam rất là quan tâm khi đến học ở tại Ireland cũng như là các nước khác trên thế giới. Chính vì vậy mà so với những trường top 2 như là University College Dublin thôi thì cái học phí của Dublin City University lại rẻ hơn rất là nhiều. Chính vì vậy mà DCU làm cái lựa chọn rất là ngon bổ rẻ cho các bạn học sinh. Và bản thân là DCU thì học bổng không quá nhiều, nhưng mà sau khi trừ được học bổng đi thì chúng ta cũng bớt đi được một cái phần tương đối cho cái chi phí. và DCU hỗ trợ cũng rất là tốt về việc làm. Về phần điều kiện đầu vào thì có một lưu ý mà đây có một lưu ý nhỏ đến các anh chị và các bạn là ở DCU họ theo chuẩn của Ireland, theo các trường đại học lớn của Ireland. Thế cho nên là DCU sẽ nhận học sinh hoặc là học chương trình quốc tế như là A-level hay là IB, hoặc là học sinh tốt nghiệp chương trình của NCUK, hoặc là các bạn học sinh Việt Nam nhưng học tại trường chuyên thì cũng sẽ được DCU nhận. Thế và nếu như các bạn nào mà không đủ điều kiện thì chúng ta hoàn toàn có thể là hết lớp 11 trở lên là các bạn có thể học chương trình dự bị ở tại DCU. DCU bản thân họ cũng có chương trình dự bị luôn, và chương trình dự bị của DCU thì được công nhận ở tại DCU cũng như là các trường đại học khác của Ireland. Thế cho nên là học chương trình dự bị thì các bạn có thể vào được DCU, cũng có thể vào được nhiều trường đại học khác của Ireland công nhận. Và bây giờ thì nếu mà các anh chị và các bạn có câu hỏi gì thì xin mời mọi người có thể trực tiếp đặt câu hỏi luôn về các ngành, các nghề, cũng như là những cái hỗ trợ của bên Dublin City University, hoặc các anh chị có thể kiểu trả hỏi trực tiếp bằng tiếng, hoặc có thể là viết câu hỏi của mình bằng tiếng Anh hay tiếng Việt đều được ạ, vào phần chat, và là anh Abi sẽ trả lời. Hi Abi, so now this is a Q&A session.
Oh,
We are waiting for the question from the students and their parents. Okay, so firstly, I would like to ask you about, because DCU have a paid internship
yeah,
for many program. For example, the business study, you have two options. So you have a 3 years without paid internship, and you have 4 years with paid internship. I remember it's 11 months paid internship. So for the year with the paid internship, how about the tuition fees of that year? It's just a Levi fee or the fee as normal?
it is normal. So if you are paying for example, there is a fixed price for the program, right? So you
Yes,
are only paying for that. You are not paying for the year of the internship because, of course, that is exclusively for internship. The students will be working, and that's it. It's when it comes to internships, this is very important, Ms. Nya, here in Ireland, because it is Ireland is becoming more and more international in terms of market and industry. As I
yes,
said before, we are the Silicon Valley of Europe. So
yes,
let's say that a student looking for working with engineering, computing, or business, like the opportunities, the sky is the limit, you know. So once that the student is doing like course in finance, marketing, digital, or computing science, and whatever,
yes,
they will have the opportunity to work as they study and build like a CV
yes,
and yeah, to get connected with the employers. And chances are that once they finish the degree, they will sign up a contract with their employer here.
yes. So for that year, they will pay tuition fee as normal.
Yep. No,
Okay.
sorry. For the internship.
No, so for example, for Bachelor of Study, a business study, so they have two options. Option one is the 3 year without internship, and option two is 4 year with internship. It's
Yeah.
11 months of paid internship. So for that year, the student will pay Levi just a small amount. I think that 1 or 2 thousand euros, or they will pay like 15,000 euros like normal.
Yeah. As far as I know, as I said before, I'm just started here at DCU, so it's been like 17 weeks now, right?
Yeah.
But as far as I know, there is a, a price fixed per year, right? So
Yes.
the student will pay that specific price, yeah, for that
Okay,
year.
okay. So could
Yeah.
you please check for me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
I
You
will
see, you
email you
see, I
about this.
have, yeah, I have like my notebook here
Yes,
because because as I'm dealing with the students, either here or whatever the part of the world, sometimes I came across some questions that I don't know the answer yet, but I promise that I will bring the answer as soon as possible, right?
okay. Thank you. So we have some questions here. So the first question is that, okay. So what is the requirement of foundation program at DCU? And Duyên is interested in business, Bachelor of Business.
Okay, could you
So the
rephrase the
first,
question, please?
the first question is from Duyên Phạm. She's interested in Bachelor of Business at DCU, and she's asking you about the entry requirements of foundation at DCU.
That, of course, the entry requirements for the foundational year. We have the DCU International Academy here, which is our provider for foundational year. If the students need to do the foundational year here, I would forward the students for the International Academy. They would talk to the students because depends pretty much of the course that the person want to take it. Because, and this is very important. It's a good question. What is the name of the student?
Miss Duyên.
Is Leon. Okay. Very good question. So many foundational years providers around the world, they provide foundational year, but they are kind of flat foundational year. So the student's gonna study basically the same thing that the student used to study in their college, right? In their school. But here at DCU, the foundational year is tailored. It is made of specifically in the stream or the career or the program that the student want to study. So if the student is looking for studying business, the foundational year will have certain modules related to business, right? So depend on the program that the student is taking, it will be the requirements for that. So it depends very much of the program.
Okay. Duyên ơi, em nghe được những gì thầy nói đúng không? Chị sẽ nói thêm một chút là cái chương trình dự bị của DCU thì em có thể bắt đầu ngay khi kết thúc lớp 11. Nghĩa là nếu em đang học 12 thì em cũng có thể đợi đến hết lớp 12 vì là DCU thì chương trình dự bị của họ chỉ có một kỳ vào tháng 9 thôi. Một số chương trình dự bị khác thì họ sẽ có kỳ vào tháng 1. Thế cho nên là nếu như mà em muốn bắt đầu cái kỳ tháng 1, ví dụ bây giờ em đang học lớp 12 chẳng hạn, mà em muốn bắt đầu cái dự bị vào kỳ tháng 1 để vào DCU thì vẫn được nhé. Sẽ có chương trình không phải của DCU nhưng mà sẽ là có chương trình của on campus chẳng hạn thì vẫn có thể vào DCU. Thế còn nếu mà em đang học lớp 11 mà em hoặc là em đang học lớp 13 nhưng em vẫn muốn bắt đầu vào kỳ tháng 9 thì em có thể học dự bị của chính trường DCU. Yêu cầu đầu vào thì không khó đâu em ạ. Chị sẽ gửi cho em gửi sau cho em cái yêu cầu đầu vào. Ờ, nó sẽ liên quan đến cái điểm tổng kết của em thì em có thể nhắn trực tiếp cho chị cái điểm của em cũng được. Đấy thì là để hết lớp 11 thì nếu chị nhớ không nhầm là cái điểm của em phải trên 8 phẩy. Đó. Thế còn lại nếu không thì em sẽ phải hết lớp 12. Thì thường các bạn là cũng trên 8 phẩy rồi. Với ngành business thì em để ý là em hỏi học phí của trường dự bị hay là trường ấy hả em hay là DCU của em? Nếu học phí của dự bị thì là nó sẽ rơi nhé, nó sẽ rơi vào tầm khoảng 14.000. Học phí của dự bị thì nó sẽ rơi vào tầm khoảng 14.000 euro em ạ. Thế còn chương trình đại học của em thì học phí là rơi vào tầm khoảng 15.000 euro một năm. Thì DCU là trường đại học top 3 về kinh tế tài chính của Ireland. Nhưng mà học phí nếu mà em so với cả Trinity College Dublin hoặc là University College Dublin thì em sẽ thấy là DCU học phí rất là mềm mại. Rẻ hơn hẳn luôn á. Đây. So the second question, nếu mà em có hỏi gì em có thể hỏi tiếp nhé. The second question is from Nguyễn Minh Dương. Yes. You want to know about the tuition fee of bachelor degree. Dương ơi, học phí của cử nhân, thế nhưng mà học phí của ví dụ học phí của nhóm ngành về khoa học xã hội sẽ khác, học phí của nhóm ngành về kinh tế cũng sẽ khác, học phí của nhóm ngành về khoa học kỹ thuật. Thì là bạn muốn biết về học phí của tất cả các nhóm ngành hay là nhóm ngành cụ thể nào ạ? Okay, so Nguyễn Minh Dương want to know about the tuition fee of the bachelor degree. So could you please show
Yeah.
the slide about the tuition fee?
Yep, no problem. It depends pretty much
Computer
of the.
science. You want to know
Sorry.
about the tuition fee of Bachelor of Computer Science.
Yeah, the average would be like computing engineering about 25,000 per year.
Bachelor, for bachelor.
Yes, that's per year.
Okay, but I remember that last year you have a good scholarship of 6,000.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It
this
can,
year,
yeah, it can be like up to 6,700 euro. The scholarships for the engineering school and also for the computing school. But the average of the fees per year is 25, more or less.
yes.
It may be a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but the student is it is available for the students a scholarship of up to 6,700 a year. So you can reduce the price of that fee once that you get that scholarship.
Nguyễn Minh Dương có nghe được không? Tức là với các chương trình về cử nhân về kỹ thuật thì là học phí của trường là 25.000 euro. Thế nhưng mà hiện nay thì UCD cũng vẫn đang có cái học bổng là lên đến khoảng 6.000 euro. Thế cho nên là khi apply thì mình vẫn có thể apply cái học bổng đó. Mình trả lời câu của bạn Duyên luôn nhé, là học sinh dự bị có phải đủ 17 tuổi không, và dưới 18 thì trường sẽ phải là người giám hộ. Đúng rồi, thường là tháng 12 thì tháng 12 năm nay là em đủ 17 đúng không? Hay là tháng 12 năm tới hay như thế nào? Bởi vì là thường chương trình dự bị bình thường thì sẽ là em sẽ phải đủ 17 tuổi, và dưới 18 tuổi thì sẽ bên chị sẽ đăng ký, thường là sẽ có đơn vị giám hộ độc lập em ạ. Của các nước thì thường cái đơn vị giám hộ của họ sẽ là độc lập, họ chuyên về giám hộ. Thế cho nên là sẽ có 3 đơn vị theo dõi em, đó chính là nhà trường là đơn vị giám hộ độc lập. Thế và họ cũng sẽ theo dõi luôn cả nhà host. Tháng 12 mới đủ 17 tuổi, thì nếu mà tháng 12 năm nay mà em đủ 17 tuổi thì ok rồi, mình đi học vào tháng 1 hoặc là mình đi học vào tháng 9 năm tới, cho nên hoàn toàn ok. Duyên Phạm nhắn tin riêng cho chị cái số điện thoại của em nhé, thì chị sẽ tư vấn riêng thêm cho em. Bạn Dương còn câu hỏi gì không ạ? Về học phí ạ. So we have another question about Miss Tu. Uh, so she wants to know about the tuition fee for foundation program and the accommodation fees. Học phí của dự bị thì nó rơi vào khoảng tầm 14.000 ạ. 14.000 euro, khoảng trên dưới đó, thì em sẽ gửi chính xác lại, em sẽ kiểm tra và gửi chính xác lại. So Abby, how about the accommodation fees? So I remember you showed the accommodation fee. So could you show it again?
Yeah, of course, no problem. So accordingly to my presentation, you want me showing it, right?
Yes.
Okay, I can show you, no
Anh
problem
ấy
at all.
vừa là hình như là hơn 6.000 euro đó.
So you can see my screen, right? So if I go to the bottom here, one of the last slides, you can see this
Còn
is,
vâng, 6.700. Chị Thu ơi, nó là 6.703 euro một năm. Đây là cái gọi là cái mức thấp nhất nhé. Thế nhưng mà phòng của mình thì có thể sẽ ở mức cao hơn ạ. Đấy,
yeah,
6
so this is the average. The average is 6,700 euro per year, right? This is far cheaper than any other accommodation here in Dublin. So I'm just taking the calculator here. I'm gonna tell you how much it will be per month. So it is 6,700. If you divide it per 12 months, it's gonna be
No,
more or
it's
less
not per
five.
Abby. Per year
So,
is academic year. So I think that is around 9 to 10 months. Yes.
yes, if you take into account that, that's true. One second.
Bạn nhà chị là tròn 17 tuổi vào tháng, chị ơi, là tháng 10 này đúng không ạ? Nếu mà tháng 10
Uh,
này thì bạn nhập học thì bạn sẽ có hai cách, là bạn, nếu mà bạn đang học lớp mười
yeah,
hai rồi thì bạn có thể nhập học vào tháng 1 năm 2025, hoặc là vào tháng 9 năm 2025 ạ. Nếu mà bạn tròn 17 tuổi vào tháng 10 này ạ, tháng 10 năm 2024 này. Thank you, Abby. You want to say something?
yeah. I was about to say to tell you that. That's right. It's gonna be more or less 800 euro per month. Okay. Even though it seems to be a little bit high, it is not, because the accommodations here in Dublin is getting higher.
Yes.
And you have, for example, here it is included Wi-Fi, internet access, so the students do not need to be concerned about like uh, kitchen assets because it will be available for him, right? So that is one of the best options. To not mention that the student will be at the very heart of the campus here, the accommodation, which is easier and handier, like to go from the accommodation to the classroom. Also, I think it is worth mentioning that this year we have accommodation services support. So let's say the student doesn't want to live in the campus, but live somewhere else, our accommodations support services can support the students with that as well. Um, for the accommodations here in campus, every year we run the lottery for that because of course we do not, unfortunately, we do not have accommodation for every international student. So the sooner the student apply to DCU and get its his or her firm offer acceptance letter, the better to get into the lottery to to have the opportunity to might be in one of these accommodations.
So we have another question from Trịnh Minh Xuân. Can you see the question is in English?
Yeah, let me open the chat here. Yeah, there's some questions here in Vietnamese. I have to learn this language as soon as possible.
Trịnh Minh Xuân, can you show
Can you show
the
again the admission requirements for A level for students from high gifted schools in Vietnam? What are the admissions requirements? So for A levels, I can share
Yes.
again
So
my
it
slides.
depends from program to program. So Trịnh Minh Xuân, which program are you interested in?
There we go. I can see the screen. I don't know if he
Interested in business.
in
Bachelor of
business.
Yes.
Yes, in business. So here on this slide, you can have some sense about the average of the grades that the student has to hold, right? Depending of the program, depend on the specifications of the program, it can vary. My advice is this: once that the students know what program they he or she want to do, just go on Google and put the name of the program in Dublin City University. You're gonna be redirected to that website, to that page, and at the bottom of the page you will see GA levels, something like that. Click on it, and you're gonna see the specific requirements for that program. Unfortunately, I haven't memorized everything yet because we have more or less 100 programs here, and I couldn't memorize everything by heart. Sorry.
Sau này em
We
có
have
thể
have
nhìn thấy đúng không? Nhìn thấy các cái yêu cầu về A-level thì là tùy vào từng chương trình mà nó sẽ có A-level khác nhau. Tuy nhiên thì là cái điều kiện
Can I
đầu
have a direct question?
dạ.
Can I have a direct question? Because I see that English is a must in the requirement of A level. So in this case, I just wonder whether IELTS is still like another additional requirement, or the English here can be considered as an alternative for IELTS.
No, IELTS is mandatory.
So we need to submit the A
Yes.
level for English and also the IELTS as well.
Yes, because IELTS, you could because when you study in Vietnam, so if you study in an English-speaking country, so you don't need IELTS. But you study in Vietnam, so you still need IELTS. So Abby, could you please answer her question?
Yep. I graduate from the Foreign Trade University. I have 3 years of working experiences at the marketing department for a pharmaceutical company. I'm interested in master of psychology and diagnostics and precision medicine. Can you share me the requirement for these degrees? I'm interested. Okay, if it okay if I don't have medical background, not necessarily. And let me see the name. Miss Nya, could you help me to pronounce this name here, please?
It's
I don't know what.
Miss Dan.
Miss Dan. Okay, Miss Dan. Not necessarily. Okay. Um, But of course, you just said that you have some working experience at the market department for a pharmaceutical company. This is important in the sense if you are doing one of those degrees, looking at the business sector within the pharmaceutical company, so, being it either psychology or precision medicine. Okay, we have some masters here, and you just mentioned some of them there that do not um, look at the medical side necessarily. Sometimes we can have organizational side, which is business, the work routine of the company as well. So you can for sure to apply one of these programs. When it comes to the requirements, you have to have a undergraduate degree, right? And the it has to be the minimum of second class, lower second class. If you have lower second class, you are eligible to apply for the degree. And also, the program chair and the admissions teams, they will take other things into account. But you based on what you said here, you have a strong profile to apply for.
Okay.
So another question. I don't know if I go to the next question, Miss Nya, or what do you prefer?
Okay. So the question from Imdalin, Imdarwin. So can you see it's a question in English?
Yeah. And Jalwin, right? How many years do the master's degree usually take? I'm interested in an MBA degree. Usually our masters take a year, a academic year, right? So which means you take about like properly studying, and 8 months, 9 months more or less, right? Do you have any program related to finance data like fintech? I had a look at the program on the website, but didn't find it. We do have finance. We do have data as well. And we have some programs related to fintech here. For example, we have Pfizer, which is one of the biggest companies here. So if you look at the School of Science and Health, we probably will be some BSc in related to that area. Have a look again, and for sure you will find something. So Trin one asked, can you show again? Sorry if I'm not saying properly your names, guys. Can you show again the admission requirements for A level? But students, yeah, I think that I have shown it already. Sorry guys, I'm running here because I have another meeting within a few minutes. So I don't know, Miss Mia, if I just keep reading the questions or.
Okay. So we have yes, I think Do you have any program related to finance and data like fintech?
Yeah, I answered that. Just to answer that.
Okay. So, mọi người có câu hỏi nữa gì nữa không ạ? Bởi vì anh nghĩ lại sắp có một cuộc họp ấy ạ. Vì buổi webinar của chúng ta hôm nay định diễn ra trong khoảng tầm 60 phút đấy ạ. Nếu mà mọi người có câu hỏi gì thì mọi người có thể hỏi trực tiếp luôn, giống như là bạn Trịnh Minh Xuân, hoặc là dạ, hoặc là mọi người có thể gửi câu hỏi trực tiếp sau đến cho SmartA, thì là SmartA sẽ gửi câu hỏi đến cho Dublin City University và họ sẽ gửi câu trả lời Hải ạ. Okay, thank you Abby. Xin cảm ơn mọi người rất nhiều và hẹn mọi người gặp lại mọi người ở trong cái buổi webinar lần sau, hoặc là ở trong triển lãm du học Ireland do SmartA và Education Ireland tổ chức.
Um,
Thank you very
I
much.
I much appreciate the opportunity. I'd like to tell you guys that I will be in Vietnam within 2 or 3 weeks. I will be with Miss Nha in her fair, the SmartA fair there, and I will be available to answer any questions in person if you want some. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please talk to Miss Mia, and if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me as well. We can organize a one-to-one meeting, or even to organize a meeting with a alumni, Vietnamese alumni here in DCU, to talk to the students and to share their experience with you guys.
Vâng. Xin cảm ơn mọi người và hẹn mọi người gặp lại mọi người trong cái triển lãm du học Ireland hoặc là trong buổi webinar lần sau. Thank you Abby, thank you very much. Have
My
a nice
pleasure.
day.
You too. All the best. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye 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 bye
Yeah.
bye.